What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be showcasing this plugin called Epic RPG, and this is a Songoda plugin. It's still in the works, still in beta, but I was able to get my hands on a copy from Brianna and showcase to you guys because this is a very cool plugin, not gonna lie. I've been having some fun with this. This is sort of an implementation of quests as well as objectives into your Minecraft server using citizens or NPCs, and this is pretty cool. So as I said, it is still in beta, so there's going to be new features constantly added. If you want to help beta test this plugin, or if you want to have pre-access to this plugin, this is available through the Patreon program with Songoda. So if you want to check that out, those links will be down in the description. Be sure to check out this video's sponsor, Songoda. Songoda is a new and unique marketplace where you can find free or paid custom plugins. With the help of continuous user and developer feedback, Songoda is continuously working towards making those ideas a reality. Visit the Songoda Marketplace and Discord with the links below. I'm going to head and demonstrate this plugin real quick. So I already have some objectives set up, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how this works. So as you see, my objective is to kill 5 pigs. So luckily, look at that, I have 5 pig spawns right here. So I'll go ahead and spawn some pigs and we'll kill 5 of them. So we just killed 1. As you see, the number is going up, which is really cool, letting us know that we have 2 pigs left to kill. So now let's go ahead and do 1 more, just like so, and there we go. Now the objective has changed and we need to go see Bobby. So hey Bobby, I am coming over here to you. So currently we need to see Bobby and we need to have 4 raw pork chops. So that is what I set it up. So I'm gonna have 4 raw pork chops right here, and then we'll just go ahead and right click on Bobby, and he says thanks for the porkies, here is the reward, and he has just given us a diamond sword. So there we go, we just completed our first objective just like that. So that is just a quick demonstration of how this plugin works. There is a lot that you can do with this, a lot of customization, a lot of different quests and abilities that you can do. So that's why I'm going to show you guys how to set up this. So I got my boy Jeff over here, and we're going to be doing sort of a return for like a quest to go kill a ghast and return a ghast tier to him, and he's going to give us a potion in return. So that is what I'm going to be doing for this one. So to get started making these quests, you can do /RPG, and that will bring up your main help menu that is made by Songoda, and we want to go into the admin GUI. So in here you have the dialogue, so this is specifically for the NPCs, so this is the Bobby one, and then you also have the stories. So here's my piggy story, so I'm going to head and make a new story. So here's the unnamed story. So now we can go ahead and rename the story. So I recommend that you do rename these just so you don't get things mixed up. So I'm going to head and rename this Jeff story. And then now let's go ahead and create a quest. So these quests can be pretty much anything that you want. So this is going to be the ghast quest. So I'm going to head and rename it. So I'll just call it ghast quest. And you can use color codes with this as well. The only thing that appears on the boss bar are these objectives. So if you want to use color codes in that is where I recommend. So the first objective. So here's the objective. So let's go ahead and view it, and let's go ahead and retitle this. So I'm going to retitle this get 5 ghast tiers. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. So now we have renamed it successfully. Now let's go ahead and add an action. So we're going to be picking up 5 ghast tiers. All right. So now I need to get a ghast tier in my inventory real quick. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we can just drop one, and then now we can enter the amount that we want. So we want 5 ghast tiers, right? So we'll go ahead and enter that. So there we go. There is our first objective. So you can add multiple actions in here. So if you want to add to kill some sort of mob as well, you can do that. But I recommend having multiple objectives rather than multiple actions because on the boss bar, it will tell you what's happening with that specific objective and not the actions necessarily. So we can also modify requirements for this specific objective. So if we come over here, you can go ahead and see add a requirement, and then you can have requirements to be able to get this item. So this would be used if you want to do like some sort of killing mob, if you need like axe or diamond sword in your hand or in your inventory to be able to kill something. That is where you would use something like an item, or if you have some sort of like special economy. So I'm gonna head and come back here because I don't want to add any requirements, and we will be adding a speech later on in a second. So those are the different types of actions that you can do. So I'm going to head and make a new objective now. So let's go ahead and make a new objective. And so this will be an action, and then this is going to be right click on a citizen. And so once we get the first objective done, we want to make a second objective to come back to Jeff. So I'm going to head and right click on Jeff right here. So there we go, we have the right click citizen, so that is working properly. So now I'm going to retitle this objective, because remember this appears on the boss bar, so I'm just going to call this See Jeff. Alright, so we'll go ahead and title that objective just like so, and then we'll be adding speech bubbles later on. And then now we can also modify our prerequisites if this is for if you wanted to add a different quest. So for example, say we want to be able to kill 5 pigs first before someone comes and sees Jeff. You can do that right here, and then your other quest would pop up right here. So that is really cool that you can add prerequisites for that. So next we have modifying rewards, and so we can go ahead and modify a reward. We can give an item or a command. So I'm going to head and do the command. So we'll do add a command, and then we'll go ahead and do give. We'll do ECO give at plea $100. So we'll give $100, and then we'll also give an item. I actually need to get some speed potion in my inventory real quick. So we'll do just like that, swiftness, and we'll go back into the admin GUI. Can go add the item, so we can give him the potion of swiftness, and we can go back. So keep in mind when doing the rewards, this will execute after all the objectives are done with that specific quest, so just keep that in mind when you're doing that. So now we can go all the way back to where we have the dialogue, and then now let's go ahead and create a new dialogue for Jeff. Right click on Jeff to create the dialogue, and there his name pops up right here. So now we can go ahead and add some speeches for Jeff. So now we have the speech one. So let's say we want Jeff to say you started the quest. So we can go and click on a speech one, and then now we can go ahead and add a message to that. And we can say you have started the ghast quest. Alright, so we can go ahead and say that, and then we can also add multiple messages within the specific speech. So for example, let's go ahead and add another speech. So here is a speech 2. So for speech 2, I want this to be able to say that thank you for giving me like the gas tears or something. So we can go ahead and add a message to that, and we'll say thank you for gas tears. Alright, we'll go ahead and say that. Let's add another message, and we'll say you got a speed potion. Alright, so we'll say you got a speed potion. And we also need to add one saying that we need to come back and see Jeff once we have the gas tears. So let's go ahead and add a message for that, and we'll say come see me since you have the tears. Alright, so we'll go ahead and say that. So there we go, we have our 3 speeches right now. So now we can go all the way back. So once you added the dialogue, you can go back into your stories and then go to wherever story that you're going. So this is Jeff's story. Now let's go to the gas quest, and then here is where I'm going to get my 5 gas tears. Now I want to be able to add the speech. So this is going to be where Jeff is going to be talking to me to come back to him to exchange the gas tears. So this is where you're going to click on that and then go and select whichever NPC. So this one, for example, is Jeff. And then now we can go ahead and select this speech one. So this is the speech 3. Now the next objective is to see Jeff, and so once we see Jeff, this is where we right click, and then here is where we can add the speech bubbles, and then let's go back to Jeff, and he is going to say thank you for the gas tears, and then so that pretty much wraps it up. So let's go ahead and make sure you activate these. Make sure it's very important you activate the quest, and then make sure you activate the story. So there we go. As you see, it is now appearing on my screen. So if I go ahead and get 5 gas tears real quick, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go ahead and throw the rest of those out, we should see that. And there we go. As you see, come see me since you have the gas tears. So here is our objective on top of the screen is see Jeff. So let's go ahead and right click on Jeff, and there we go. As you see, it says thank you for the gas tears, and there we go. We have the potion of swiftness. So you might have noticed it didn't take the gas tears. That's because I forgot to add something. So we can go ahead and add that real quick. Go back into the Jeff story, the gas tier, and the see Jeff. So we can go ahead and modify the requirements, and let's go add a requirement, an item, and so you need 5 gas tiers, so we can go ahead and put those 5 in there. So now if we can go ahead and reset the quest as well. So now we can go ahead and test it back out again. So we'll do RPG and then a reset player and then the player's name, and that will reset the quest, all of them. So I just got 5 gas tiers. Now we can go see Jeff. He just sent me the message. So if I right click on him, as you see, he did take the gas tiers this time, and he did give us a potion effect. So that is working properly. And just like that, we got our objectives done and we got our swiftness potion. So this is a very cool plugin. Brianna has done a great job of making this plugin be able to have some sort of role-playing features to your server, which is pretty awesome. So as I mentioned, this plugin is still in beta, so it's not released fully to the public. If you guys want to have beta access, you need to be a Patreon for Songoda. So the link for that is down in the description. Let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.